a lot more TNA, a lot more, there's fireworks for every match, there's lights, there's all that stuff, you know, glitz and glitter for every match now. It used to be just a few special matches. But you can't argue with it because the business now is more successful than it's ever been.
If they start cheering, the more violent it becomes, the more the cheers, including boxing matches. Once the blood shows, they think it's a good match.
Nowadays, you got the girls walking around with pasties on, so that satisfies the men. You got the guys walking around, you know, with barely anything on wrestling, and that satisfies the women, and just the all-around wrestler, everything, you know, that satisfies the kids.
It combines comedy, it combines action-adventure, it combines drama.
The excitement, the high-flying ring stuff, you know, all that. And I don't know, I just think it's the excitement of it.
I think that they've escalated the absurdity, they've escalated the showmanship, they've really pushed the envelope along the lines to some degree of what Jerry Springer and some of those other programs did. And I think that while you're seeing Springer and similar talk shows beginning to fade, wrestling is beginning to take their place.
Because there's a bunch of garbage that's in the wrestling business now that has no business being anywhere near it.
If you're going to give flack to wrestling, give flack to everything. It's what the people want to see, so you give the people what they want.
If you don't want your children to watch this, and children shouldn't watch some of this, I wouldn't, if I was a parent, I wouldn't let my kids watch it, then don't let them watch it.
I have a daughter that's 14 years old, and there's things on there that I don't let her watch.
Guys that watched Monday Night Raw the night before, hey, let's go out there and do that. And that's crap. And that's really the bad direction I see it going, and I really, really strongly against it going that way. I would like to see it come back more into more into the way it was, or drop some of the sleaze.
It's getting way out of control. Way out of control. I don't know how many times I've seen people throw, you know, chop their crotch and spit and flip people off and all that stuff.
I don't know, sometimes they do go too far, but I believe I've seen worse on network television.
Austin himself, he's, you know, every shirt he's on, he's got his middle finger up, he's saying, oh, hell yeah. You know, you got the t-shirts with Sable on them, just, you know, running around half naked. You're always going to have that stuff. But again, like I said, since it's typically a more adult audience, and most parents don't understand that, you know, you're going to get that. That's what adults want to see. Adults don't want to see Hulk Hogan running around in his little yellow underwear, you know, shouting about America. They want to see Steve Austin giving you the finger.
Our early understanding of it was that was a easy release of aggressive tendencies that we all have. And so as we vicariously experience it with the wrestling match or vicariously experience it with the football game, so on and so forth, that releases those tendencies and we're likely to be less aggressive. However, there's new research out now that says, especially for young children, seeing so much violence on TV, that may appeal to them as being normal behavior as opposed to not normal behavior.
Televised violence is more likely to be imitated when it's perceived as real. And of course, over the years, wrestling has not been perceived as real. We now know because various organizations such as the World Wrestling Federation have come out and said essentially it's not real, as if we didn't know that already.
I think they would imitate it, but I don't think it's no worse than watching, you know, football or watching pro hockey, NHL hockey. I mean, everybody wants to see the fight. I mean, sports right now, unfortunately, fights draw a lot of people. When people go to a hockey game, they want to see a fight. When people go to a football game, an NFL game, they want to see a great hit. And I see a lot of girls at the Veterans Stadium watching Eagles games just as much as guys. I mean, I don't think it brings any more violence.
Yeah, it's a gladiator effect. You're in a large arena and you're watching 2 men or 3 men or 4 men, now even including women, beat up on each other. Sure, that's the gladiator of the modern age.
It's just a show. So everything, so they can go ahead, and I guess they feel and go ahead and be as shocking as they want to be, and they can always say, well, it's entertainment, we don't, none of it's real, and we're not fooling anybody into thinking it's real, so maybe it's less likely to be copied.
Some of the people that watch wrestling are really different. They're different kind of people, but thank God they're out there buying the tickets.
My manager, he calls himself the yard boss, was getting beer cans bounced off his head. I actually had to hide in the back until it was time to leave, just so I didn't get into any fights with these fans, because I pissed a lot of people off.
They want to see Mr. USA beat up the Nazi guy.
All my life.
Like anything, I think the popularity is going to start to die down probably in a year or so.
It's going to keep getting more popular. It's going to get more extreme and more popular. You know, just like people say rap music wouldn't make it as long as it has, professional wrestling is going to keep right on going.
They're going to push the limits, continue to push the limits until maybe they start getting fined by the FCC like Howard Stern.
Professional wrestling is a major industry, and it's going to be just like any other industry. It's going to have its peaks and its valleys.
Oh, but it'll always still be there. It's not like roller coaster, it comes and goes. Wrestling's been here forever, it always will be.
Yeah, but right now, it's hot, they can't go anywhere further down.
I see it tapering off a little more, but it'll always rebound. There's always a call for wrestling out there. I mean, it's going to have its highs, and then it's going to have its lows. And then the promoters will figure out how to get them highs back. That's their job.
I can't imagine it'll ever go away completely. I mean, there's too many people who watched it as a kid who are going to sit down and watch it with their kids. There's always going to be professional wrestling out there to some extent.
Time forgot you.